What is going on, guys? Noah here with Custom RC Mods. Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, we've got some DVR footage to go through with the FT Gremlin, and it is about 10 minutes worth of footage, or about 3 packs. So you'll see that there's a lot of action here. There's a lot to be learned, and I'll kind of point out what was going through my head as certain things happen. But let's just go ahead, waste no time, get right into it. So yeah, starting this off, we're just gonna go right into it. I like to do a little punch out and kind of just see if my battery's fully charged, if I'm getting everything. I don't really have an OSD on this quad. Unfortunately, the Femto F3 board doesn't really allow that. But yeah, just go into a quick little roll, do a lot of high altitude stuff, you know, kind of get comfortable. And yeah, I'm getting my bearings here. It's a little bit of a new tune. I went ahead and adjusted my rates on this, but as you'll see later in the video, I got pretty comfortable. Let's just go ahead and hit some gaps here. And yeah, first things first, of course, that end of the swing set is pretty popular. You'll see that a lot more. I'm going underneath. Let's see if I can hit this little gap right here. Oop, nope, just dived it into the ground. Kind of hit that side, but we're gonna go ahead and reset back there. I had to pick that up. Don't have turtle mode on this quad yet. Did a little kind of sideways orbit on a slant. I don't really know what to call that. Over the roof. Those are fun. Yeah, just nice little under the slide there, high speed. Pretty good little trick there. It's important, like I said in the last DVR video, to have confidence. So I know that I'm going to give it my best shot, and I'm not going to hold back, because when I hold back and waver, I tend to get more wobbly. You can see we've got a bit of a power loop there. That wasn't quite on center. I'm kind of worried about hitting those pine trees and getting stuck up there, because I did actually get my Gremlin stuck in the pine tree. That's actually to your right now. It is at the very tippy top. You'll see a picture of that right now. But yeah, it was crazy. I finally got it down. It was up there for about 3 or 4 hours in the pouring rain. Thankfully, nothing was broken on it. But yeah, we hit that little wood sidebar there. But I was able to recover. Little dive there. Love those. And another split S. Oh, kind of got it back into that pine tree. Thankfully, we're only about 5 feet off the ground. You can see I'm coming in there to get it right now. The hardest part was kind of getting that pine tree towards the trunk. And it's kind of just, you know, stuck in on those little pine needle branches there. That's the one thing about these pine trees, is they're pretty dense, so it's easy for the quad to get stuck. But taking off again now, I'm back up and flying. And we're gonna hit this little gap. I think I hit it here. Yeah, it's pretty little, you know, technical gap there, but it's very satisfying hit. And I feel the one thing I've learned about acro over the past few days of transitioning and flying over to it, it is a lot smoother and more precise. So as long as you don't come in with a lot of speed and you are able to control that, it's kind of a lot easier to be precise with your movements. So when I was flying tiny whips, I kind of had hold that stick pressure, and I'd back off and I'd waver. So yeah, I think this is a lot better. But anyway, we're going and getting into the woods here under the pine trees. There's a lot of little technical branches, of course, to fly through. This is kind of more like tiny whip type material there, but the Gremlin does handle it just fine. You obviously have to be a little bit more careful with your throttle and your speed management. But yeah, just a little split S there. Those are fun, probably one of my favorite tricks. Again, going under that slide with some high speed back through, just like that. Pretty fun. This swing set has a lot of different little gaps that you can fly through, and it is a good time. Now let's go ahead and do another dive here. These are always fun, just because, you know, you pick up that speed and then you have to learn how to control it out of it. And I think that's about the end of the first battery right here, so we're going to go ahead and land on the patio. As you can see, it actually was raining, and it was raining lightly during this flight here, so if you see any water droplets on the lens, my apologies, but it was raining. So when I crashed it, the ground was kind of wet. Thankfully, we didn't have any electrical issues with the quad shorting or anything like that. But yeah, flying back around again, pack 2. We got some more power, doing some, you know, dives and saves, kind of just keeping it flowy and nice. Again, going back through the swing set, you'll see that gap a lot back through here. There's, like I said, endless possibilities with this swing set, so it's a lot of fun up through the little treehouse area. Again, you know, be creative. That's one thing. Use your area and what the natural places. Oop, kind of hit there. That you can gap through, and is a lot of fun. But yeah, kind of going around that tree like a pylon, little yaw spin there. Kind of, you know, it's a lot like skateboarding, where you kind of have to put a line together. One trick by itself is, but if you can, you know, kind of make everything flow together, it's so much cooler. So a little front flip coming out of the woods there. Once again, did another one of those. Kind of keeping it flowy all around. Ooh, kind of hit there on the swing. Every time I go through those swings, if I'm going to be successful, you know, I'm not thinking about it, I'm just going for it. Every time I overthink it, I always crash into it for some reason. But you can see we just rearmed, we're good to go. Big power loop on there, kind of going through the 2 little trees. And as you can see, there's water on the lens again. My apologies. Oop, kind of didn't pull out to the very last second. It's a little bit too late on that dive. But yeah, other than that, I mean, simple little mistakes being made, and that's the reason we've been crashing. But yeah, little water droplets, but you can see I wasn't thinking there, just kind of sent it right through the swings. Pretty simple, easy, and fun. But other than that, I mean, like, it's just so much fun. This Gremlin is the perfect size quad for this area right here. And the one thing about dives, especially when you're just learning, pull out way before you know, get close to the ground. The closer you get to the ground, the more chance for obviously hitting the ground there is. And you see a lot of that pros do it really well. But obviously you're not quite there yet, so don't push it. That's my advice if you're just learning how to dive. Kind of cut the throttle and make it happen. But yeah, again, we're gonna go ahead and go back through the other side. I think I made it here. I'm not sure if I crashed or not. Oh, going out the other way. It wasn't quite as smooth as I really wanted it to be. However, you know, I obviously got the job done. There is a big river of water back there at the end of our property, kind of like where it goes into our neighbors, because it's been raining for the past few days. It's supposed to rain for the next week or so as well, so that's kind of unfortunate. You can see I just did a split S down through that and through a swing, and the swing was unintentional. I was actually just trying to get out the side, but you know, then again, just like I said, you know, I always go through the swings when I don't mean to, and I do it flawlessly. But now, you know, I tried to do a little dive under the swing and I hit it. But yeah, was able to power it right out of that. Thankfully landed right side up. Just a little water droplet on the top left there, but nothing crazy. Just kind of hit there. Once again, I think that's the end of that pack right there, and it's time to go ahead and get into the 3rd battery. But yeah, again, I always like to start my packs off just kind of feeling it out, seeing what power consumption is up for grabs. But yeah, just like to do some, you know, counterclockwise spins around the swing set, little track, kind of bring it around, give that little pulse, and then, you know, do a nice bank turn, and kind of do your gaps there, kind of string them all together. Again, right under that slide. That is a nice one. Get nice and low to the ground there. Kind of coming back here again, same thing. Just it's always hit or miss, because a little phantom branch is gonna get you just like that. So thankfully I came back here and were able to get back up and going. No damage, of course. And obviously when you land on the grass, there's a lot greater chance for an electrical damage of sorts, because obviously grass has the water droplets higher up in the air, but the dirt doesn't really affect it that much. So yeah, just flying up and around here and back under. Looks like I'm gonna see if we can try to fly through that soccer goal, just like that. Ooh, kind of hit it right there, and that's unfortunate. Again, taking right back off and getting back up into the action. Looks like we got about 2 minutes left in the flight tonight. So yeah, thanks for everybody who stuck with me. It's a lot of fun. I'll definitely be featuring more FPV content. I just wanted to kind of give you some more, you know, obviously Gremlin DVR footage got a lot of praise in my last video. So yeah, it's a lot of fun just to fly this thing around the backyard. Like I said, it's perfectly sized for this space. So yeah, let's go ahead and just keep doing our thing here. Ooh, that's kind of close with that post there. Let's kind of do my orbits. There's a lot of water on the screen there. Little split S. Try to get that gap one more time right through there. Nice and perfect. Again, not really too much goes into that. I've only crashed on that gap once and done it about 5 or 6 times total. Right under there again. When you do some hard cornering and give it a big blip of throttle right at the apex of the turn, it is so satisfying just to power through that. That's probably one of my favorite things to do when I'm just flowing around. But yeah, around the side, there's a lot of water on that screen, but let's go ahead and see. Oop, kind of hit it right there, and that looks like that is probably the end of the flight here. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please go ahead and stay tuned for new Gremlin and FPV videos in general coming out soon. I have some different projects coming out, of course. I'm probably going to be building a bigger quad as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for all the support you've given me over the past month or two. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.